Let's be real, nighttime breastfeeding can feel like a chaotic juggling act, leaving both you and your baby feeling stressed and exhausted. But what if there were simple ways to make those late night feeds a lot more manageable? In this video, I'll be sharing my top 10 stress-free nighttime breastfeeding tips to help you and your baby relax and thrive during those late night feeds. From creating a calming bedtime environment to establishing a consistent breastfeeding routine, we'll cover it all. So, let's dive in and get started. When it comes to creating a calming bedtime environment, the first thing to consider is lighting. Dim lighting can really help to calm your baby down and signal to them that it's time for sleep. I like to use table lamps or night lights instead of overhead lights, which can be too harsh. Plus, they add a warm and cozy glow to the room. Another important aspect of a calming bedtime environment is sound. White noise machines or apps can be super helpful in blocking out any other sounds that might be disturbing your baby's sleep. And, of course, who can resist the soothing sound of a lullaby? Whether it's a soft melody or a gentle hum, music can be really effective in calming your baby down. In addition to lighting and sound, the temperature of the room can also play a big role in creating a calming environment. A cooler room can be really helpful in promoting better sleep, so try to keep the temperature between 68 and 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And, finally, don't forget about the power of scent. Lavender is a great calming essential oil that can be used in a diffuser or added to your baby's pajamas. By creating a calming bedtime environment, you can really help to set the tone for a stress-free nighttime breastfeeding experience. Your baby will be more relaxed, and you'll be more relaxed, which means those late night feeds will be a whole lot easier. Establishing a consistent breastfeeding routine is also key to achieving a stress-free nighttime breastfeeding experience. The key is to signal to your baby that it's time to sleep, and one way to do this is by establishing a consistent pre-bedtime routine. This can be as simple as a warm bath, a book, or a lullaby. Another way to establish a consistent breastfeeding routine is by following a predictable feeding pattern. This can help your baby learn when it's time to eat and when it's time to sleep, which can make those late night feeds a lot more manageable. In addition to a consistent pre-bedtime routine and feeding pattern, it's also important to consider the frequency of your nighttime feeds. If you can, try to space them out so that your baby is getting a full feeding each time. This can help them sleep for longer stretches and reduce the number of times you need to get up in the night. By establishing a consistent breastfeeding routine, you can really help to simplify those late night feeds and make them a lot less stressful for both you and your baby. When it comes to positioning and comfort during nighttime feedings, there are a few things you can do to enhance relaxation for both mom and baby. First, make sure you're comfortable. Grab a pillow, get cozy, and get into a position that feels good for you. This will help you relax, which will in turn help your baby relax. Another thing to consider is the position of your baby. The football hold can be a great position for nighttime feedings because it allows your baby to feed comfortably while you're sitting up. This can be especially helpful if you're feeling tired and just want to lean back and relax. In addition to positioning, it's also important to consider the comfort of your baby's clothing. Opt for soft, breathable fabrics that won't irritate their skin, and try to avoid anything too tight or constricting. This can be really helpful in promoting relaxation and reducing fussiness during those late night feeds. By focusing on comfort and positioning during nighttime feedings, you can really help to create a peaceful and relaxing experience for both you and your baby. To recap, the key to a stress-free nighttime breastfeeding experience is all about creating a calming bedtime environment, establishing a consistent breastfeeding routine, and focusing on comfort and positioning during those late night feeds. By following these simple tips, you can help to simplify those late night feeds and make them a lot less stressful for both you and your baby. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any tips of your own for achieving a stress-free nighttime breastfeeding experience, Be sure to leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more breastfeeding advice and tips.